When New England Patriots fan Jerry Edmond entered Allegiant Stadium on Sunday, he knew he might catch a little flack.
I knew I was in I knew I was in another state. I knew like that wasn't that's not my arena. It's not my team.
But he says he never expected this.
She came over and basically that's when she started doing the whole cheering in my face, everything like that. Comes over to me at first and she's like something about me being disrespectful to the stadium, something like that. She keeps going on and saying, oh, she started going on saying that I was talking uh, trash about Derek Carr, trash about everybody, and I kind of just repeated, no, like I didn't say anything crazy to anybody. All I said was that's a Derek Carr, I know. And then the husband comes over, and this was after the Patriots kind of finally tied the game and it started to go up. So it was like 24-17. The husband, I guess, decides to come over, and when the Patriots scored, I yelled out, "Yup, Raiders fans, I think it's time to go home." And he comes over and he's like, "Oh, so you're talking to me?"
Edmond says that the aggressive taunting by the couple lasted virtually the whole game.
Woman goes and grabs her bag, and then comes over to sit next to me.
Oh,
And
wow.
then that's when everything else started going, and I just kind of like looked at it like, you know what? I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want anything to happen here.
Mhm.
In the video, you hear me saying like, I don't want any trouble.
While there were plenty of very enthusiastic Raiders fans, Edmond said this couple got more and more aggressive, especially when the Raiders pulled out a shocking win at the end of the game.
After the game was actually done, she was just kind of cussing at me. And I was more so focused on like I kept rewatching the replay, to seeing like how we lost and everything like that. So I was kind of drowning her out right there.
Yeah.
Um, but I just kind of know that she was just swearing at me. I didn't really know what to say back. So I was just kind of like I just kind of sat there with my hands up. I wasn't gonna try to make a fool out of myself and try to make a big scene and everything like that. I didn't want to ruin anybody else's night. Neither did I want to ruin my night. So like at the end of the day, I came here to have fun at a game. I'm not about to let her ruin my experience. So
You worried about?
um kind of the narrative being switched if I did anything. And it's all of a sudden being turned on to me being like the bad guy in the situation. Obviously she's a woman. I'm never gonna put my hands on a woman. Um and I didn't want anything to like twist and turn to make it seem like I was the one aggravating anybody like that or doing anything to that extreme.
It's unclear if the couple knew that someone was filming them, but Edmund said he thought it was important to keep his cool.
Surprised me, it was like I would expect for someone to do that if I was doing it back to them.
Right.
Like obviously at a sports game, like if people saw me like being in her face, screaming in her face, everything like that, of
Yeah.
course I'm gonna sit here and be like, all right, if she's doing it back to me, she's doing it back to me. But not once did I ever scream in her face. It was the whole time, the whole entire game, it was her and her husband that kept approaching me.
And everyone was friendly to you except this particular couple.
Yeah, even there were some fans that were pulling me over to the side and taking pictures with me to like basically be like how great of a game it was and everything like that. And then she was kind of the only person I really had to deal with.
The video quickly went viral with people commending Edmund for being able to keep his cool and Patriots fans saying they want the team to bring him out to a game at his home stadium. So, have you heard from the team? Is that going to happen?
Actually, I did get a call from Robert Kraft today. They invited me out to the game.
Wait, Robert Kraft
Uh,
called you himself?
yeah, Robert Kraft called me.
No way.
Yeah, no, I guess that's gonna be a highlight of my life. Well, he just commended me for I guess how classy I looked and how I acted during that whole situation. Even though he knows that it could have how it looked was a very stressful situation for me. And
Sure.
yeah, he just commended me for basically making the Pats Nation look good,
Wow.
look up.
What do you suggest to people if they're ever caught in a situation like that?
I mean, we're all there for one reason: is to enjoy ourselves and just support the teams that we have. It's never that serious to either put anybody else's life in danger or just to try to ruin somebody else's experience of the game.